Hi, Ray Colligan here from NightWing Enterprises. I'd like to give you a quick tour of the NightWing booking system version 3, which works natively in FileMaker Pro 13 or later and can be run standalone in FileMaker Pro, hosted on FileMaker Server, or accessed on a tablet using FileMaker Go. This is a system you can license from us, starting from $140 for a single seat deployment. What we have here is the demo file, which you can download from our website free of charge to take a look for yourself. I'm going to walk you through the main features. For the purposes of the demo, we've used the concept of room bookings, which is something that most people are familiar with. But in fact, the system can cater for any type of bookings of different types of assets: people, rooms, equipment, vehicles, and so on. Going to the Scripts menu, you can set the bookable asset descriptor for the system. By default, in the demo it says room, but if I change it, for example, to car, you can see that the interface has been updated to say available cars, car capacity, car type, review car data, and so on. Of course, the data in the demo is still room data, so that would have to be changed as well, and in fact the value list would also be edited to refer to types of cars. I'll set the descriptor back to room so we can keep going. The screen that we're viewing here is the main system screen, and in fact you can perform most operations of the system without leaving this screen. First of all, at the top left is the booking criteria panel. To get started and make a booking, I can simply select a date, say the 28th of May, as the booking start date. You'll notice as soon as I've done that, the booking end date fills in as the 29th of May, but I can edit that as well. I can specify the room capacity as, say, 3. You'll notice as soon as I do that and exit the field, the available rooms list at the right reduces to show only rooms which are available in the dates that I've indicated and have a capacity of 3 or more. I can also filter the available rooms by room type, like so. Once I've located a room that I'd like to book for the period in question, I can click on it to select it, or I can use the arrow keys on the keyboard to move through the list of available rooms. Then, with the room selected, I can either click on the Book Selected Room button or press the Enter key to indicate who the booking is for and add a note about the booking. Then I can either click the Place New Booking button or simply press the Enter key and the booking is processed. As you can see, as soon as I do that, the Bookings History portal at the bottom of the main screen updates to include the new booking. This is a reverse chronological history of bookings that have been made, so the most recently placed booking appears at the top. The other thing that you may have noticed when I processed the booking is that the main theatre, M202, disappeared from the list of available rooms for the booking dates 28th of May to 30th of May. That's of course because it's no longer available, having just been booked. Using the Bookings History portal, it's possible to manage existing bookings. For example, I can use the Delete button at the right of the portal to delete a booking, like so. Or I can double-click on the row to bring up an editor pane, which shows full details of the booking and allows me to make changes. For example, subject to room availability, I can change, say, the end date. As soon as I click Save, you can see that the end date is now the 31st. Other details about the booking can also be changed, like so. From within the Review Edit booking, I can also choose an alternate room, either by selecting the type or clicking on the Change Room button. A list of the available alternate rooms for the times of the booking comes up and I can choose one, say the Mezzanine Studio, and then click Save to alter the booking. You can now see that the Mezzanine Studio is no longer appearing as available for the selected times, but the main theatre is available again because it's no longer booked for that period. On the main screen, at the bottom of the Booking Criteria panel, there are a couple of preferences which are important to note. The first one, which is on by default, is Allow End Day Rebooking. This preference is suitable for circumstances where overnight bookings are to be supported. What it does is permits a new booking to start on the same day that a preceding booking concludes. Think of the example of a hotel room where someone checks out and someone else checks in on the same day. With the Allow End Day Rebooking preference disabled, the system will not allow a new booking to commence until the day following the conclusion of a preceding booking. In addition, there's a preference to automatically reset after each booking. Without this preference enabled, you can reset, that is, clear the dates and restore the capacity and room type to default settings by clicking on the Reset button. However, with the preference enabled, the panel will automatically be reset every time a booking has been processed. From the main screen, you can also visit the Asset Register. via the button currently labelled Review Room Data at the lower left of the Booking Criteria panel. That takes you to a list of the available assets to be booked. In the demo of this system, the data in this screen cannot be edited. But once you license the system, you'll have access to add, delete and edit records in the asset register, and also to make changes to the asset type value list. Back on the main screen, there's another button that we haven't looked at yet that's labelled View Interactive Usage Gantt Chart. Clicking on this button takes you to a chart overview of the bookings for a defined 64-day period, that is, spanning a little more than 2 months. Notice that you can filter the Gantt chart view by bookable asset type to view a subset of the available data. Above the chart and to the right, a date field allows you to set the commencement date for the usage overview. And immediately to the right of the date field are left and right scroll arrows that will take you forward or back 1 week at a time, or if you're holding the Shift key while clicking the arrows in FileMaker Pro, that will take you forward or backward in increments of 4 weeks, like so. When I roll the mouse pointer over a booking, brief details of the booking appear. When I roll the mouse pointer over an asset number at the left of each row, full details of the corresponding asset appear. In FileMaker Pro, the chart is entirely interactive. If I drag a booking to a new position within its row, it moves to the point where I release the mouse. So rescheduling a booking is as easy as dragging it to any vacant position on the chart. If I hold the Shift key down and drag the start day, I can extend the booking. Or by holding the Shift key and dragging the last day of the booking to a later date, I can extend the end of the booking. And that works in the other direction as well. I can reduce the length of the booking by holding Shift and dragging in the other direction. If I drag a booking to a different row, the booking is reassigned to a different room, like so. If I drag diagonally, I can simultaneously reassign a booking to a different room and to a different time period, like so. If I hold the Shift key down while dragging diagonally, the time period is constrained, reassigning the booking to a different room without changing the start and end dates. The ability to drag bookings around on the interactive chart works in FileMaker Pro, but not on FileMaker Go or in FileMaker Web Direct, where drag and drop is not supported. However, in all 3 environments, you can expose an editor directly from the chart by double-clicking on a booking in FileMaker Pro or single-clicking in FileMaker Go or Web Direct. All the details of the booking are exposed, and it can be edited in place on the chart. For example, subject to availability, I can extend the end date of a booking. In this case, when I click Save, an error dialog appears to alert me that the change I've made would produce a clash. I can also reassign the booking to a different room in place on the chart by clicking the Change Room button or by choosing a different type value, like so. As you can see, the booking has now moved to room G104. I'll move the booking back again, and then, by clicking on the View Booking System screen button, I'll return to the main screen. When you purchase a license for the system, your license key will provide you with edit access to the asset data and asset type value list, as well as allowing you to create accounts for 1 or more users according to the number of seats you've licensed. I hope I've been able to give you a feel for how the system works and what it can do. It's designed to be intuitive to use, allowing you to place and manage bookings using just a couple of screens. Feel free to download a copy of the demo and play around with it yourself.